party. Can everyone please be standing?
I call you when I need you and my heart's on fire. You come to me wild and wired. You come to me, give me everything I need. Give me a lifetime of promises and a world of dreams. Speak the language of love like you know what it means. And it can't be wrong. Take my heart and make it strong, babe. You're simply the best, better than all the rest, better than anyone I ever met. And I'm stuck on your heart. I hang on every word you say, tear us apart. Baby, I'd rather be dead. In your heart I see the start of every night and every day. In your eyes I get lost, I get washed away. Just as long as I'm here in your arms, I could be in no better place. You're simply the best, better than all the rest, better than anyone I ever met. And I'm stuck on your heart. I hang on every word you say, tear us apart. Baby, I'd rather be dead. Each time you leave me, I start losing control. You're walking away with my heart and my soul. I can feel you even when I'm alone. Oh, baby, please don't let go, 'cause you're simply the best.
Please welcome the bride and groom. You can now be seated. I've always wanted to do that. There's a power you have up here. Okay, let's take a moment to gather our thoughts and our feelings. From this place, we take ourselves out of the usual routines of daily living to witness a unique and special moment in the lives of Sarina and Deepak.
Do we just keep looking at each other?
Oh, yeah. Or you can kind of stand on an angle. Stand on an angle facing the crowd if you want. I know Sarina is an event planner, but let's not rush, although there's a beautiful sunset we'd like to capture soon. But right now, I'd like to speak directly to Sarina and Dee. I want to invite you to take a moment of silence with each other. Take a moment to look at each other, to look up. That's why we're looking at each other. Look around, look over your shoulders at the people surrounding you. Take in their smiles, take in their love. Pause, breathe. And I want you to remember what today smells like, what today feels like, what today looks like. It's always exciting to have so many of our wonderful family and friends in one place together. And after having discussed marriage and a future together many times before the lead up to today, Sarina and Deepak couldn't think of a more enjoyable addition to this amazing Indian wedding than by holding a Western ceremony with you all. At this point, Sarina and Dee want to acknowledge those people who couldn't be here in person today to celebrate this occasion. And hello to everyone watching on our live stream. Sarina and Deepak miss you and can't wait to celebrate with you at another time. Joining our bride and groom today is, of course, their wedding parties. Some of the closest people to them who they've asked to share this moment as they declare their love for each other. I'd like to make welcome some of Sarina's closest friends, Karen, Jackie, and Joey. Karen and Jackie have been in Sarina's life since about they were 16. And while they went to different schools, they found common connection in the beautiful and majestic surrounds of Byron Bay and Mullumbimby in northern New South Wales. Talking about music, boys, Backstreet Boys, and their future plans together, only to reunite at university the next year. And Joey is here too. She loves to cry, but she hates to admit it. Joey and Sarina met in a share house in Fitzroy North, living together for many years. Joey has become accustomed to Sarina's daily readiness routine and is someone who helps keep her calm when everything around can feel so rushed. And joining Deepak is Sandeep, Abby, his sister Pinky, and one of his best mates from Australia, Julian. Sandeep and Abby are lifelong friends of Dee and his number ones. As children, they got into trouble during the day and finished with their favourite street food at night. And I hear Sandeep gets Dee into trouble, but Abby gets him out of it. Pinky is Dee's sister, who he loves dearly. Brotherhood is an important part of Indian culture and he's proud to be your brother. And Julian, someone who Dee admires so much and looks up to, a great mentor and a great friend. And of course, we can't forget the beautiful flower children, Eva and Sebastian, the daughter and son of Jackie and Raf, who Sarina has come to love and adore like she would her own. And as I mentioned earlier, my name is Darren, and I have the immense privilege and joy as a friend of Sarina's for nearly 20 years of getting to officiate their Western ceremony today. If you told me 19 years ago I'd be marrying Sarina, I probably would have thought it would be different to this. I think we had a pact at one point in our 20s, but I'm happy and proud for where our lives have turned out. And thank you for the support you've given me through the many ups and downs in life. We've all come to know and love Sarina and Deepak. Having already spent 3 years of their lives together, we're not simply here to mark the start of their relationship, but to recognise a bond that already exists. For them, marriage is greater than a commitment they are making to one another to be together for the rest of their lives, as they both celebrate their diverse families and backgrounds and strive to always ensure that each other's happiness is essential to their own. So how did we come to this? How did we get here? From Coburg to Korg, from India to Australia to India, to celebrate the love of Sarina and Dee. Well, we all know Sarina loves a good story, right? So naturally, Dee must be a good listener. Let's take you back to January 2020. Sarina and Dee, much like the ups and downs of the Indo-Australia geopolitical environment, a mixed culture relationship, non-traditional in some ways, a modern Australian version of an arranged marriage perhaps, met online in the summer of Melbourne in 2020. Their first conversation got off to a great start, with Dee capturing Sarina's attention by talking about travel. Dee was planning a holiday with his sister overseas, and Sarina having lived in London for 6 years and travelled the world extensively. The conversation kept going until Sarina, who was busy enjoying Melbourne's summer, not one of Dee's favourite seasons, kind of left Dee hanging for about 10 days. In other words, she left him on red. Then when Sarina remembered she had a potential beau waiting in the wings of Hinge, she immediately hopped back online and messaged Dee to arrange a meet-up. They met in the inner northern suburb of Fitzroy for a dinner at Rice Paper Scissors and had a great time getting to know each other, where the chat stopped only by eating food. After dinner, they went for a walk and talk, stopping under the bright lights of Alexandra Parade for a cheeky kiss, respectfully, of course. Sarina enticed Dee on another date, even offering to pay, which I know is a hard concept for Dee to understand, but he insists that Sarina wouldn't leave him alone. They both knew this could quite possibly be the start of something wonderful. So the next day, Dee went on a date with another woman.
It was pre-planned.
It was pre-planned, but...
Had to honour it.
But he couldn't stop thinking about Sarina since the day they spoke, and I think we can all agree he made the right decision. Sarina and Dee often spoke on the phone in between jobs and social lives, but it was one particular occasion that Sarina knew Dee had a heart of gold. After finishing up at her job at a university, Sarina was feeling a little down. So after dinner with Joey and I, Sarina told Dee on the phone about how she was feeling. Little did she know that while the chat was happening, Dee was driving from his home in Coburg to Sarina's house to help make her feel better. When he told her he was waiting outside her house, she exclaimed, "I'm in my pyjamas, I'm not even wearing a bra." Oh, sorry. You tell me that story. She put one on. She put one on, I bet. This lovely gesture is just one of the many. Dee responded, actually, "You're ruining the moment." But this lovely gesture is just one of the many ways Deepak's generosity, caring spirit, and love for his future wife. For 2 days, we still analyse if this is weird or sweet, but here we are. And so while the beginning of their relationship was defined by lots of chats, only 3 months later did their worlds change when in March 2020, we were all forced into our homes for an unknown amount of time. And in a world with so much uncertainty, change and challenge, one thing was true. No lockdowns or pandemic could keep Sarina and Dee apart. So 3 months into their relationship, they moved in together at Dee and Simon's place in Coburg. Sorry, Dee and Sarina's place in Coburg. And while our memories of these times might be a little hazy, Sarina and Dee created a beautiful home for themselves and supported each other through these difficult times.
Sorry.
Their favourite things to do, those precious moments that they cherish, are so important to them. Sleep-ins on the weekends, homemade breakfasts on Sunday, late-night chats and movies, organising a wedding, Sarina beating Dee at cards, Dee doing all the cooking, the precious moments. But despite the early stages of their relationship being confined to their home, their love of life, friends, travel and food has taken them to many places across Australia, from the sweaty beaches of Byron Bay to the heights of the Blue Mountains and the serenity of regional Victoria, all to the sounds of the loudest car in Melbourne. I think I can speak on behalf of everyone today witnessing this special moment that we've loved getting to know you both as a couple and how you support each other and how you share your dreams and passions. We can't wait to see what happens next. And can I say, after spending a week in India already, I can see where Dee's generous spirit, love of friendship and camaraderie comes from. It's been amazing. Thank you, Dee. Family and friends, Sarina and Deepak have made the decision to marry here today so that they could share their happiness with all the people most important to them, and with the hopes for the future being simply to appreciate each other, start a family of their own, and make one another happy as they enjoy every moment of their life together. I'm sure that you all here today agree that their journey moving forward as husband and wife will only be a full and happy one. So to begin the formal part of today, Sarina and Deepak would like to acknowledge the important support of their families and how that has been, both today and into the lead up of their marriage. They're so very grateful for the opportunities they've been given throughout their lives and for the relationships they share with their parents and extended family. So on that note, I'd like to ask Ravi Uncle to say a few words.
Yeah, good evening.
Just before he begins, in my culture, we don't have a godfather, but if we did, that's him.
Good evening. I need to thank every one of you who's traveled from very far from Australia. I never expected so many people would come here. Because I work in hotel and we do lots of events. Always I see there's about 50% cancellations. They don't turn up. So this is something what makes me feel that this is Dee and Sarina, the kind of relations they carry with you, made you to travel all the way to India. So I need to appreciate both of them. And secondly, I think you guys are enjoying here. Yeah, hope our hospitality is good. The only thing today afternoon I could notice some hissing sound in the afternoon. Might be because of the spiciness in the food. We want to taste you the Andhra food to you guys. So please apologize if you really had the problem in having the lunch. అందరికీ ఏదో చెప్తున్నావు అందరికీ నమస్కారం హోప్ మీరందరూ కూడా హాస్పిటాలిటీ ఇక్కడ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఈజ్ ఫైన్ విత్ యూ గైస్ యా సో టు టాక్ అబౌట్ we don't call Deepak, we call him as Deepu. From the day he was born till now, we don't say as Deepak. He's always Deepu for us, so sweet to us. He used to be cutest boy in our family. And one of the, in my siblings, he was the firstborn. So he was very special to us. I remember him taking him to school. Not only Deepak, even Chandana, she's there, Chandu is here, my brother's daughter. Both of them used to go to the same school. Do you remember?
Yes.
Siddhartha.
Yeah.
So I had very special moments with Deepu, and it's been carrying on till today. We don't talk regularly, but we have that feelings towards each other. Even entire family feels the same. That's one thing about Deepu, the kind of warmth he shares with us is really amazing. So this special event, I don't know what to, because this is very special to us. First time I'm standing here and talking about somebody. We don't express love. We don't talk in words love. It's there in our hearts. Okay? We're always there whenever somebody is required for us. Yeah?
He was there when I was born, and he's here for all. He was there pretty much for all of the special moments in my life. I'm glad he's here today. None of this would have happened if it wasn't for him. Wow. We agreed in July.
No, one more thing I need to, I think after he met Sarina, he's called before he could speak to his parents. I think he was,
Yes, you're the first
I was the
one.
first person that he wanted to communicate through me. So I was in distress that time because I got stuck in Nellore, went to drop my family in Nellore, and wanted to return back to Bangalore. I was stuck during the COVID. So I don't know how to communicate this. But yeah, I really feel very happy for both of them. They were here in October. Yes?
Yep, end of October.
Yeah, end of October. They're with us for about 2 weeks.
Yep.
Now last 1 week they're with us. I really feel very happy and congratulate both of them. And I wish both of them slowly settle in India.
Might not work for them.
Okay? Thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, Ravi Uncle. That was beautiful. You may have noticed how lucky Sarina was to have 3 people walk her down the aisle today. She started her journey at the start in between her mum Tess and her dad Charles, being met halfway by David, who joined her life more than 30 years ago. And Sarina wanted to acknowledge the significance of David in her life while being a proud daughter of Tess and Charles, raising a strong, fiercely independent, resilient and empowered woman in different circumstances from the traditional family. And Dee wanted to acknowledge his friends and family who are standing up here as well. While not as traditional for Dee's family to be experiencing this, we thank them for their patience, love and acceptance for something so different and but important to Dee as well. And thank you to his parents for giving him the freedom, the independence and the choices. So much choice, he moved 1,000 kilometres away to Melbourne. Thousands, 9,000 in fact, to Australia. He's grateful for the life that you gave him, and he's so happy to be in India marrying the love of his life, Sarina. And as we come to the official part of today's proceedings, I mentioned earlier, I wish to advise you that I'm not an authorised marriage celebrant. So while I can't legally solemnise your marriage in accordance with Australian law, we're going to run through it anyway because what the hell, this is a wedding! Oh, just go on an angle.
Oh, like
Face
this?
each other, yeah. But an angle. Sarina and Dee, before you are joined in marriage, in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I'm to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship in which you are about to enter. This is my favourite part. According to law in Australia,
Which doesn't work.
marriage is the union of 2 people, to the exclusion of all others voluntarily entered into for life. And now for the declaration of intent. Sarina and Deepak, will you constantly strive to share your life together honestly and openly?
Yes, I do.
We will.
We will.
will you comfort each other in times of trouble and laugh with each other in times of joy? Sarina, will you let Dee win at rummy sometimes?
I will.
Dee, will you let Sarina cook and do domestic duties sometimes?
She can't cook.
I can cook.
Yes.
And do you both promise to love and honour one another for all the days of your life? At this point in a Western ceremony, the bride and groom would normally publicly recite their vows. And I think we could all agree that it has been an immense privilege for us to witness a number of old traditions, celebrations, and festivities over the course of this wedding. And while it's traditional at this point, my apologies, to take a pause, the bride and groom decided to create their own tradition, and so they've decided to recite their vows in private in a moment of peace in their own way. So now we'll have an exchange of the wedding rings. Your wedding ring is a symbol of your promise to one another. The ring, an unbroken, never-ending circle, is a symbol of committed, unending love. Ring for you, Deepak. I know. Deepak, please place the ring on Sarina's left hand and repeat after me. As a sign of my love, that I have chosen you above all else, with this ring I thee wed. And Sarina, we're just getting another ring. Please place this ring on Deepak's left hand and repeat after me. As a sign of my love, that I have chosen you above all else. With this ring, I thee wed. Sarina and Deepak, you have made your intentions and vows clear, and you have publicly expressed your commitment to each other, so it is now my absolute honour, joy and privilege to be the first to declare you husband and wife. You may now kiss each other. Just walk down the aisle and celebrate. Please be upstanding and welcome. And we need to throw the confetti. Is there confetti on that side? Is there more confetti?
Keep the music going, keep the music going, keep the song going.
Yeah.
I saw flower baskets out there.
They see those pods there?
Oh, yeah.
That's the confetti that they're meant to have.
Just take some and pass them on. Don't worry about it.
Not yet, Dad, not yet, not yet.
Not yet.
Dad.
They will pass it on.
I think that should be enough.
Done.
Are you ready?
Alright, have we got enough rose petals?
Ready for the confetti?
Do you want to tell them what to do?
Just throw confetti at Sarina and Dee as they walk past. In the air. Thanks. Starting to cry. I was like, I knew that line would get me.
I told you before, I was ready for it. Where to now?
I think you guys follow. Go and follow. Go and follow them. Yeah.
look great.
Your pause. Thank you. Thank you.
Kept it together.
Just. I made that line. I knew it fucking get me.
You did extremely well. Beautiful, Darren. For a new career?
Was gonna take.
Yeah. John's got his cousin's daughter. She does it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's beautiful. That was great.
Thank you. Could you just pop this on my? Just go on my shoulder.
Are we having dinner before the ceremony, or how does that all work?
I was gonna tell them the proceedings next.
Okay, sorry.
I might just turn it down. Oh. Can we get the? Oh, we come back. We're back.
Darren, yeah, we're going to do photos now.
Okay.
Well, we just
We're going to start with Ravi, uncle.
and then
Yes.
we'll do bridal.
Okay.
And then
Okay, so the bride and groom are back. I'm going to do this all over again. But you know what? This is a multi-traditional wedding. So we're going to start with some photos, but we're going to start with Ravi first because I understand he's has to leave, and then we'll go with the bridal party, and then others line up, parents, and then family and friends, and then once that's done, make your way down to the reception area where we had Sangeet last night. Bridal party back.
Yeah, I thought you'd like that. I really hope you only opened it up right. Yeah.
No, I saw it beforehand. Luckily, because I would have cracked it.
Yeah.
Cheeky. Oh.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, good job. Very good. Oh, here we go.
Loving can hurt. Loving can hurt sometimes. But it's the only thing that I know. When it gets hard, you know it can get hard sometimes. It is the only thing that makes us feel alive. We keep this love in a photograph. We made these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, hearts are never broken, time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped jeans, holding me closer till our eyes meet. You won't ever be alone.
fan bam. Oh no, just like yeah, because they already had a parents one. So, but sure, we'll work it out. Okay, sure. Okay. Do your mum as well, or yeah? Oh, Tess up to the photo. Yeah, sure. She just wants family.
I took about 10. Thank you. No worries.
Yeah, but after.
Sorry.
Just got one of my maternal uncle to do it.
Yeah, and then I think that's it.
then we
And
can
we
go
can
on
do
the
weddings.
Yeah, and then we can do the front.
Yeah,
Those two are friends on that.
yeah, oh yeah. Hello. We're just going to do a friends one. So.
Okay, sweet.
Friends soon, yeah. Correct.
New look. Very
It's like, yeah, I can't do anything.
Wear it every day. I mean,
Jackie? Eva, do you want to go on that side? Or you? I'll get the friends next, so get up and just stand here. So we can have a quick...
Oh, fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, love me. Oh, fill my heart with song. Let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. Yes. In other words, in other words, well, you found on me and but I felt it. I tried to be chill, but you're so hot that I melted. I fell right through the cracks, and I'm trying to get back. Before the cold done run out, I'll be giving them my bestest, and nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. I reckon it's again my turn to win some or learn some, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. Look into your heart and you'll find love, 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 love. Listen to the music of the morning people dance. I'm sure there's no need to complicate our time is short. This is our fate. I'm yours to rid yourself of vanity and just go with the season. It's what we aim to do. Our aim is our virtue, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. So please, oh please, oh please, no. There's no need to complicate. 'Cause our time is short, and this is our fate. I'm yours. I'm yours. you say nothing at all. All day long I can hear people talking loud. But when you hold me near, you drown out the crowd. Oh, Mr. Webster can never define what's been said between your heart and mine. A smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me if ever I fall. 'Cause you say it best when you say nothing at all. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me if ever I fall. 'Cause you say it best when you say nothing at all. 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 When you say nothing at
I was ending it much earlier.
As we begin the ceremony tonight.
We're very amusing. I love
Well, just Jared and Chris.
Well, they might sit somewhere else.
I said one and two.
You're going to steal too many chairs off there.
ఫోకస్ పడుతుంది మాట్లాడాలి బ్రో ఇక్కడ నిలబడి మాట్లాడతాం చిన్నప్పుడు
అందరికీ అప్పుడు ఫోటోస్ అంటారు ఎప్పుడో వద్దు అంటారు
మీరు బాగా ఏం చేశారు మీరు
బయట తెలిసిపోతుంది
క్రియేటివిటీ అంటే ఎవడ
What, bro?
And he put a seatbelt.
What, bro?
No worries.
Very much. Hashtags, I love you very much.
Portion of this beautiful wedding. So if you'd like to grab a drink and take a seat, we'll start in 2 minutes.
Baby, my heart 23. I'm thinking about how
When my head's overdrawn and my memory fades, and the crowds don't remember my name.
Hey, what's the crowd disco? Bride and dad crowd disco.
That to me. Thank you. Darren Hayes, yes, I recently saw him in concert. I'd like to welcome you all officially to the reception of Sarina and Deepak. And I just want to repeat what an honour it has been, Sarina and Dee, to ask me to officiate your wedding, and here I am again welcoming everyone to the reception as your MC. I joked earlier that you thought I was probably the one. I thought I was the one marrying Sarina, getting married to Sarina as opposed to marrying Sarina. And let's be honest, I'm pretty sure it was a thought I had many years ago. It is okay now because just like Sarina, I discovered I also love Dee. Speaking of, for those who have come from Australia and other parts of the world, you might know that right now people are celebrating Mardi Gras in Sydney, where years ago Sarina and I marched together. And I know what you're thinking, Darren, it's okay. You're missing out on Mardi Gras, a multi-day event that celebrates love, diversity, coming together of people from across the world, an amalgamation of fashion, lights, colour, an epicentre of dance, music, with people wearing outlandish clothing. Wait, where am I? Anyway, I couldn't think of anywhere else more important than where I wanted to be. So with that, I'd like to introduce our first speech of the night, and this man needs no introduction, father of the bride, Charles Lowe.
I have a worship request.
Darren.
Relates to the last sentence. Would all of you please repeat the last sentence immediately after I have said it?
Got it.
My name is Charles. I'm most privileged to be Sarina's dad. We are all incredibly fortunate to have so many dedicated relatives and committed friends willing to so deeply invest in one of our lives' greatest memories. I can't thank you enough for your dedication, your faith and trust in our remarkable daughter. Sarina was born on the 21st of January 1986 at Grafton Base Hospital. She was conceived in a passionate reunion of her mum, Tess, and I when we met up in Sydney after a 3-month absence, during which Tess kept working at her newly transferred job with the then Commonwealth Employment Service, which, by the way, ought to be restored. I sought to repay the equivalent of more than, in today's terms, $30,000 of consumer debt by working 2 jobs in Canberra, my day job at the Department of Defence, and my moonlight job at driving a taxi for another 7 hours each day that is, plus 24 or more on weekends. My debt was repaid within 6 months. By the time Sarina was born, we had a small surplus. I still regret that I had not been there for Tess's pregnancy. Such was life. Sarina was an ideal baby. The relatively few times she needed attention at night were met by Tess. I did change her nappies, but not often. Tess bore the brunt of working full-time, feeding us and looking after Sarina at night. When Sarina was 18 months old, Tessa's friend and CES colleague enabled me to be interviewed for the position of the Grafton manager of the ABC Coffs Harbour Driving School. Thankfully, I won that job and was finally able to start contributing to the family income, albeit insufficiently. By the time Sarina was enrolled at preschool in Grafton, I had invited the challenge of becoming the Australian Democrat candidate for the federal seat of Page at the 1990 election. Although it further compromised my income, I was intensely proud to have been holding our then 4-year-old Sarina in my arms before a wide TV audience. Sarina, as well as Tess, helped us get 14.1% of the third preference vote, changing the former stranglehold of the Nationals across the country later for the first time since the seat's creation in 1919.
Yes. Very good, very good.
Thank you for that. That's really nice. You never know. That external effort contributed to an internal relationship demise, along with Treasurer Keating's recession we had to have, with mortgage interest rates of 17%. I was financially illiterate. I had little idea of Tessa's burden. Sarina is well aware of just how fortunate we all were to have had an outstanding psychotherapist, the late Esme Robson, MA Sydney, providing deep and effective assistance in enabling us to separate and then divorce. Tess moved to Lismore with the CES after a 3-month stint in Penrith, Sydney in April 1993. I set up the then Dynamic Defensive Driving School in Lismore. We found a kind and caring family daycarer who complemented, after her school time, our increasing functionality in looking after our young daughter at the equally caring Wairala Road Primary School, led by its jazz, piano-playing, bearded and excellently humoured principal. Sarina was not an outstanding student, but a sufficiently competent one.
That's right. She found someone really amazing.
Neither was she particularly moved by sport, but she got very excited by parties and other social occasions and rituals, to the point where, in being enrolled in Lismore's excellent Trinity Catholic College, she declared her trust in being baptised as a Catholic and being confirmed as such within her first year, Year 7, there. Tess and I dutifully attended the parent-teacher nights for the next several years. I urged her to study some science in Years 11 and 12. That was not to be. Legal studies, yes, but it turned out to be her choice of drama, for which she got 90+%, which I think proved to be the most valuable of her HSC subjects. The presentational tricks drama offered have, I think, been irreplaceable. Sarina's HR score of 77 enabled her to enrol in a 5-year double degree at the University of Queensland in Business Management and Business Communication. I strongly suspect, but I have not checked, that her mother's financial acumen, contributing enormously to this occasion as it has, thank you, Tess, was a significant inspiration. Sarina cut straight to the academic quick. Equally important, though, were her affiliation and affection for very close friendships with her long-standing mates and fellow students, Karen, Jackie and Darren. literally within 24 hours of graduation at the University of Queensland, off to London, there to reside with multiple overseas travels, not to mention multiple visits to and participation in Glastonbury festivals for some 7 years. Refining her business skills, earning some 100,000 Australian dollars per year, travelling many times overseas, ending up living in an East London unit overlooking the chief arena of the London Olympics and having a ball. Then back to Australia, but not to her soul's home, the paradise of the Byron Shire on New South Wales North Coast. Oh no, this metropolitan lass needed the rich urban pastures of what is becoming Australia's biggest city, multicultural Melbourne. At first, partly because of Sarina's wider family, but also to fulfil her childhood dream of working within the Australian Rules Football League. Yet wider family, football and a potential autonomous vocation in a health-related field all diminished. Sarina's vocational autonomy beckoned. And so it has come to pass. Initially through a scary, exploited and long valley of income deficiency. Wasn't Sarina which inspires such deep positive vibes as to finally begin to grow her clients within her very risky business initiative? Will we ever know? What all of us know so deeply, so memorably and so permanently, is that the joint star, the yin to these yang, of this indescribably magnificent series of ceremonies and other memorable experiences in this amazing country, is one of the most functional, one of the most admirable, and one of the most lovable of humans we could ever wish to know. One who has been able to choose and has chosen an equal as a romantic, riveting, resourceful, and remarkable partner. Thank you so much, Vinritish and Vijaya. I am certain both Tess and David are so excited and so relieved, so joyful to profoundly welcome your son into our lives. You do know accedes to. Tess and I have no power now. Thank you for your parenting. Thank you for complimenting ours. All of us infinitely hope that we will see at least one grandchild soon. May Sarina and Deep be blessed with as many as they wish. Their parenting will eclipse ours because we have all tried as hard as we can to be the best people we can.
Such a beautiful speech. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. It's very important. Right, so, I think it's so amazing to be here in India. When Sean and I were researching about what to do and where to go, I came across some interesting facts that I wanted to share and how they relate to Sarina and Deepak. India and Australia share some generally good relations. Both countries are bound by the same ethos of democracy and pluralism. Both countries were part of the British Empire, so I guess you could say we both experienced colonisation. The only difference is India made the smart move and became independent 75 years ago. This wedding is very important.
Welcome everyone to this Indo-Australian Summit. This has been what I'm going through when first I met with Sarina and having the meeting. Yeah. I met Deepu when I was like 4 years old. 4 years old. So we started going to school. Do you all know Tuk Tuk? Yeah. He was my Tuk Tuk partner. So sister and brother is celebrated on an important day every year. So my count of Rakhi used to go up and his count of watches used to go up. I don't know why. Then Amma realized it very soon that his watches are going up and she shifted his from my school to a boarding school in Chennai. Then I got very relieved. My life was so beautiful. I was touring, I was playing. It was very fun. And I made friends with Abhi and his mafia batch. This guy again came into life at 10th grade. Totally restyled, wearing all the metal chains, rings, everything which we have not seen before. He was like, how are you guys? And he made us do all the things which doesn't come under the word discipline. So we were totally indisciplined fellows. We became totally indisciplined fellows in the school. So every day we used to get some punishment and all. Later, in the 10th class, what fond memories we had is, we used to tell we all joined in a tuition is there.
After school tuitions,
Yeah, after school tuitions. Everyone has bought bicycles. The tuition was around 4 kilometers from our home. So we used to tell our parents, today we are doing all group study and we are going to study whole night. And then we used to go to the tuition. That master, Deep, would have gone to him and told some stories and would have left his tuition premises, and we used to do all the jokes, dance, everything. We used to sleep. When we go back home, we used to tell mom, we studied a lot and Deepu was the one who taught us everything. And many of us doesn't know how to talk to a girl or go and approach to a girl, and he is our guide in it. Really, it's not a joke. Where is Kiran? Yeah, I'll tell an interesting story about him. Then we went to the 11th and 12th grade. I will tell you one incident in that which I fondly remember. Whenever exams used to come, the annual exams used to come, he used to tell us, we will do all group studies. And Abhi was the topper in the batch, and he used to not to be with us all the time. That's why he became topper in the batch. Deepu used to call us and tell, come to home, we will study together. Then we will go, then he starts playing that game.
Need for Speed.
Need for Speed. And every time I used to beat him. So a day came in a subject where I am so weak and he is so good at it. He told, I will teach you, first let us play this Need for Speed game. So we played whole night. The challenges were going on. Then later, after we wrote the exam, everything, my result was out. 37 was the pass mark out of 100. I got 39. And he got 97. That's the And in the evening, Dan was telling every time I was the one who used to create trouble and Deepak was the one who used to save me. The thing was, he puts me into the trouble and he comes there and pull me out of it. And pretend as it, yeah, I'm there, buddy, every time. This pain in my life, you can understand. I have started 4 years when I was 4 years old and still continuing. I'm glad that Sarina is going to take this now. In engineering, I don't remember anything except the law. So as soon as he got his admission in Australia, I got little tense because at that time there was some disturbance in Australia, that racial thing and all. So I went to the passport authorities. I got my passport in a very express time. Like generally, usually when we apply for passport in India, we'll get it in like 30-day period. I got it in a period of 7 days. Only thinking that in case if Deepu might get into any difficulty, I want to go there. So here, the passport has been given for 10 years of validity. Year on year, I was thinking, when this guy will call me, This guy one day finally called and he told me, hey, I'll come to Australia. Then I opened my passport and looked into the validity, it has been finished. It got expired. Such was his love to me, to bring me to Australia. I don't know how many stories he have been there. I think Simon would guide me to tell that stories. And one day he spoke to me about Sarina. He told, dude, I have found the girl of my life. I told her, shit the crap. Then again he called me and he told, I really love Sarina, this is a girl. Okay, I was just counting in my head. Okay, in 5th grade that girl, 7th grade that girl. Finally, he has come. Mom is angry at me because she also knows all that stories. Then we were very excited to see when Sarina comes to India. And when she first came to India, May. Yeah, she was so silent. She was like, yeah, good, how are you?
It was a polar opposite. She wasn't talking much.
But only the 3 words that I noticed on Sarina is, wow, amazing. Nice. So, in summer she came. She was like, she comes for 10 minutes out and again she's under the aircon. It was a little, only like very few days of interaction in summer. Later the other part started in October when they finally came for the wedding. So the day one when we came to shop and decide upon the dresses and all in Bangalore, we went for the commercial street shopping. She went to one store first. I was scratching my head literally that was amazing. This was great and this is what, which is she's going to do. So finally we came to the streets and she was telling, I'll be just beside them only. She was telling me the 3 of the outfits, I think it will not be good on me. I was was like remembering what is that amazing, great and wow. Okay. This must be the intention of Sarina. Then I asked the same thing to Sarina. She told me like she taught me a word, no worries. Yeah, no worries. So this is what I want to tell her. You are going to get a good amount of anger, good amount of love, and good amount of what all that you have not thought till now. So those are all the amazing things that you'll be getting from Dee. And I wish you all the happiness, love and joy in both of your life. So have a wonderful year. Thank you. Thank you guys.
Wow, Sandeep, that was amazing. How do I follow that? You know Sarina to a T. That's beautiful. That's a hard act to follow. Sorry, girls. Look, another interesting fact. Did you know that India recently became the most populous country in the world with 1.4 billion people? Yes, 1.4 billion lovely stories. And in Australia, the India population is one of the fastest growing populations in Australia from a multicultural point of view. And I guess it's going to get a bit bigger in 9 months' time. So I'd now like to introduce some beautiful women that you would have seen earlier tonight. Sarina's bridesmaids, Karen, Jackie. Who did you think I was going to say? And Joey.
Should have given you a warning. Wednesday.
He's just gone to get a drink.
Wonderful. But also Dee, hurry up. We're just going to stand here awkwardly while we wait for Dee. Thank you for making this very difficult sitting. Hard act to follow.
Alright, I'm going to tell my joke. Oh, he's coming back, so I don't need to. Alright, I'll say it. It's the only joke I know. What did the 8 say to the 0? What was it? Nice bell? Nice bell. Alright, this is a bad start.
Fortunately, I wasn't trying to be funny with this. So I'm going to assume that everyone by this point knows who I am. My name's Karen. I am been friends with Sarina since I was 15. She's very, very much a sister to me. Sarina, in so many ways, I feel that you are in fact the love of my life. I know you have felt at times over the past 10, 12 years that you have been unlucky in love. But I know now, and I hope you do too, that you are the luckiest of all. You've had the time and space to truly love yourself, and because of that have grown into the most beautiful woman who knows who she is and what she wants. So when the universe brought you and Dee together, your heart was open and you were ready for the ultimate love.
Yes.
Dee, I feel like I have gotten to know you more in the past week than the past 3 years combined because of where we live. There are very few men in the world that I would feel worthy of my sister and the love of my life. And I'm so, so grateful to be able to wholeheartedly know that you are that man. And to be able to call you my family. I know you will love and care for her like she deserves. Thank you, and thank you to your family and all of your friends for welcoming us to your home. You are some of the kindest and most general people that I have met. I really don't have the words to express how happy I am for you both and how honoured I am to be here and part of your epic celebration of the love you have for each other. I wish you all the love and happiness, beautiful healthy babies, for your life together. I love you.
You could have written my vow. That was great.
Karen, hard act to follow. I'm Jacqueline. I'm Sarina's friend and bridesmaid. Thank you. Okay. I have to read my speech. I'm sorry. Sarina and I met in high school at the first of many music festivals that would become a central theme in our connection over the years. She invited me to her cocktail party, birthday party, and I thought she was so fun and vibrant, much like she is today. Sarina has the gift of making everyone feel like her best friend, even if you've only known her for 10 minutes. It wasn't until the summer of 2003, when we were all finishing high school, that our friendship truly started. She went off to Brisbane and I went off to the Gold Coast, and we started our lives together. Started our lives away from home for the first time ever. I didn't much like the Gold Coast, so I deferred from uni and started my plan to move north. 6 months later, we met at another party. We loved to party back in the day. And started chatting about moving in together in Brisbane. And by the start of the second semester, we had found a house in Red Hill, and best of all, Sarina had found us a rad new housemate, Darren. I think Darren has to come up for this, because he was in it a bit. Okay, so we all came from different walks of life, but fate would have it that somehow our stars aligned, and we found each other, 3 country kids in the big smoke. And so we went about adulting the best we could, making shopping lists, counting calamari rings, and dividing electricity bills down to the cent. Sarina always loved a good list and a highlighter. Not much has changed. So many fun memories of our share house in Confederate Street, the parties, the friendships, the late night drives in Darren's Mitsubishi Sigma, Riverfire night in the storms. How many times did we check the bomb radar? Running through our house like young kids, watching the summer storms roll in. It really was such a formative time of our lives. I can't imagine those days without us, the 3 amigos. My love for Sarina spanned across seas, so much so that I followed her to London for what came to be the most exciting 2 years of my life. Again, our Darren found his way over to join us on the best European holiday ever. Unforgettable moments, especially when we travelled to the south of Italy, in the hills of Falerna, to Darren's family farm, and we ate the white fluffy chicken and laughed and danced the day away. I mentioned music. Yeah. I mentioned music festivals, and there were many. A core memory of mine is dancing in the most ruckus tent at Glastonbury, singing along to Mumford and Sons, and having the time of our lives. Those really were the days. Sarina, you've been in my life since I was 16. You're the sister, my therapist, my life advisor, my cheer squad, and my best friend, and I'm so happy for you. To be here on this day in India is an actual dream, and you deserve all the happiness in the world. For many years, I've had this girl on my side and in my corner, and today I'm so happy to be in hers. I knew there was a man out there for Sarina. I knew she deserved to meet someone special. She's a person too good not to share. I'm so happy she met Dee. He's the one we were waiting for, so welcome to the family. My wishes for you both are many, but today I wish you so much happiness and joy. Thank you for this beautiful celebration, and may your love be everlasting.
There you go.
Righto. I'm not going to tell another joke, so ignore that. Firstly, I'd like to thank Dee and his family and friends for welcoming me and all of us. I'd also like to apologise for the countless fashion faux pas, including Penelope and I's partners, Sean and Christian, over here, wearing the doty like nappy shorts after watching a misinformed YouTube video. Embarrassing. I'm here today representing myself and our dear friend Camilla, who couldn't be here as she and her husband are expecting their first baby. Bit of a chorus. I'm here. The three of us lived together for several years in a house on Barclay Street in Fitzroy North. We made into a home. What can we say about our Sarina, or Sass as we affectionately call her? Sass can never get a saying correct. E.g., she once said into the urethra instead of saying into the ether, which today is the name of our WhatsApp chat. Most of you will know she cannot move quickly. It takes about 2 hours to get ready just to go to the local shop. She will need to talk about what to wear, then show us an array of outfits, show me like 5 grey singlets that all look the same, and then end up borrowing most of our clothes. However, after this week of wedding outfits, we will now be borrowing your closet. I'm going to look great in that. We had the perfect little girl gang house with shared dinners and drinks and Sunday night sing-alongs on our balcony. Shockingly, no neighbours ever made a noise complaint. Barclay Street saw it all. Parties, quiet nights in, TV marathons, new jobs, shocking hangovers, boyfriends and heartbreaks. With Sass eventually meeting the love of her life, that's you, he came to the door after 1 or 2 dates. I can't remember whether it was 1 or 2, with flowers, and we all thought, this guy cannot be trusted. Cam said, no way he could be a serial killer. But I said, give the serial killer a chance. But we were oh so wrong, and we can absolutely trust you with her heart. Barclay Street was where we all grew and supported each other, wiped each other's tears and picked each other up. None of us reside in Barclay Street now, but what is left is lifelong memories and friendships from our little Into the Urethra gang. From Camilla and me, please raise your glass to Sass and Dee.
speeches left to go, but this just in from the bar. Please drink water. Space things out and eat some food. But we've got a couple more speeches left to go. The dinner's live. It's happening. So feel free to pop up. But you'll be hearing from a couple more people, including the bride and groom, just in a moment as well. Something interesting that I found out, and this relates to Deepak, is when I was doing some more India research, I found out that in 2016 India was worth $21.9 billion, most of which was contributed by Deepak. Did you know as well that India is actually Australia's largest export market for gold and chickpeas, which works out well because Dee loves expensive things and, well, Sarina is a Northsider who loves hummus. Speaking of a couple of Northsiders, I'd like to introduce some handsome men, Julian and Simon, the groomsmen, to come up.
Simon, your shoes.
Well, I kind of feel like the water climate was a personal attack on me. Yeah, it was. Okay, so I've been allotted 5 minutes to speak tonight, but I did some calculations. And based on the number of interactions I've had with Deepak and Sarina over the last 7 years, and accounting for their delays, I think I'd be due to go an extra 3 months with my speech tonight. But I'll try to keep to time. So it was the next morning, and I was curious to see how the date had gone. And I'm sounding very North Queensland as I say this. Don't know what that's about. Maybe we're winning the cricket. Who knows? And it turns out it's actually gone very well. Strangely well. There was no diplomatic responses or overuse of the word, yeah, it was good, yeah, it was good. This was different. Deepak was swooning, telling me about the girl that he met last night. It was done. The formalities were yet to be drawn up, but that didn't matter. They'd found each other. I was fortunate to meet Deepak in 2015 when I moved into our Brunswick East apartment. With one housemate mainly communicating through grumbles and scowls, and the other playing his doof-doof music late into the weeknights, Deepak stood out in his ability to do the basic things right, like not be an asshole. But Deepak is so much more than not an asshole. Deepak is someone who will come around to your house just in case you feel alone. Deepak is someone who brings you birthday cakes when you're home alone during lockdown. Deepak is someone who tolerates, hypothetically speaking, someone hoarding all of the coffee cups and plates in their room despite repeated requests not to do so. Ultimately, Deepak is someone who cares through his actions rather than just through his words. Deepak is someone who loves without care for the consequences. Which brings me to Sarina. In early 2020, Deepak had an infection of his own. Symptoms included involuntary smiling, racing and incoherent thoughts, hyperarousal, Anxieties had set in, and Sarina needed a new place to live. And our dark, shining knight responded to the call. "Are you sure?" I said to him, noting that the conversation had the same vibe as, "Well, yeah, I'll be there in 15 minutes. "Yes," I said, relenting to Deepak's logic, noting that his logic probably had no correspondence to reality. I heard Sarina, who I was fortunate to meet at this stage, moving things into the apartment as I was doing some work for her short 2-week stay. I finished my work and exited the room only to discover that a whole house had moved in. I stood in the garage looking in awe, not at a couple of suitcases, but at more appliances and house fittings than I'd ever owned or used or knew that existed. She would be busy in those 2 weeks. Sarina, none the wiser to the apparent splitting of realities, was talking about where she would put the things in the house. I finished my work, and as she happily went to the shower, I directed my eye of Sauron to Deepak as I pursued my core line of questioning, which was, "You told her, stay as long as you like, didn't you?" I could see in his eyes the two worlds colliding. The caring messages he gave to me about a finite time frame, and the loving messages he gave to Sarina about... But not before getting to know Sarina. Someone who, like Deepak, invests care in the people that she cares for without expecting a return. Someone who, like Deepak, lets you be who you are without anyone who I love to be around. One of the blessings of this union has been that both Deepak and Sarina have shown their ability to love each other, but not at the expense of loving the people around them. I can see that both in their families, and I'm blessed to see that in their community with Auntie Vijaya, Uncle Venkatesh, Divya, Kieran, Abhi, Uday, Sandeep, and the rest of the Rat Pack. I don't know if I can say that, but I think you're the Rat Pack. Showing the same care and welcome. In their union, they've brought together people from thousands of miles away, and that's no easy journey. Probably would have been easier if there was an event manager or something like that. What a privilege to be here with you and all those close to you. What a privilege to share in the start of your journey. I love you both, and go well.
Thank you, Simon. I would like to preface this by saying this is going to be short, because much like the dance that we did on the entry, I was only informed that I would be doing this about 3 minutes ago. So thank you, Deepak. How do you compare to what's happened? The history of the child's provider, the humour of Sandeep, the jokes of Joey, the impersonations of Simon. I think the only thing I really have to say is what I've noted about Deepak, and that's every person he interacts with. He brings light and love into their life. And I'm so very happy to see that Sarina has brought that into his life. And I say this with all sincerity to the pair of you. You deserve each other.
And Simon, I just want to ask, are you okay? There's a bit of trauma there. Right, okay. Everybody look out for Simon. We'll depart you very soon, but before I hand over to our next guest, I just want to share with you my last and favourite fact about Australia and in India. In fact, did you know that Australia and India share a tectonic plate? We're actually on the same tectonic plate. It is true, Charles. It's very true. It's called the Indo-Australia plate. But given the moving forces of the Earth's crust, seismic activity, and volcanic eruptions that could be felt later tonight, this may need to be renamed the Deepak Sarina plate. Speaking of, please welcome Sarina and Deepak.
I was talking about you.
Before I just hand over, I think I forgot to mention, I think Sarina is the only person I know who mind maps vows. Given her experience, the highlighters probably come out, so I'm sure she's got a lot to work off right now.
So I feel like this is a bit like an Oscar speech, because where traditionally in Western weddings you do bride and groom do a thank you speech, and I have a lot of thank yous on my phone, so it might take a little while for us to get through. But I had to write them down so we didn't miss anyone.
Amazing.
We haven't practiced this because we've been spending so long organising this wedding that we didn't quite get around to actually writing the speech. So hopefully we wing it. So I think we might, anyway. I'll just start with thanking our parents. So huge thank you to Amma and Nana, to Mum, Dad and David. 1 for being here, 2 for making it happen we wanted to do. I think we're really fortunate to have been able to bring all of these events together as we, really grateful for that, and thank you so much. From my side, I just want to say thank you to Amma and Nana and Pinky or Divya for inviting me into your family and accepting. Who doesn't know too much about Indian culture, but I'm doing my best.
Those who know me hate speeches, so I'll try my best to get a few words out and to be able to thank everyone who's here, friends, family, people who mean an absolute everything to us. I've already thanked my uncle who was at the ceremony. I know he's actually left to Bangalore already because his eldest has an exam tomorrow. I want to thank him again because none of this is possible without him. He's pretty much... Like, I remember back in July when we got engaged and we were never going to get married. All I needed to talk to is one person. That was my uncle. He's my godfather. He's been my mentor. He means everything to me. It's a shame he's not here tonight. But again, none of this would have been possible without him. So, thank you so much, and I hope he's going to have a safe drive back to Bangalore tonight.
I think we're going to have to speed this up, otherwise we'll never get to the dancing and the really fun part, because there's a lot to thank, so we'll go quicker. Yeah, I know, but there's a lot of people that are involved in this wedding. So huge, massive thank you to Darren and Abby for running the Western ceremony events and for stepping in for Sangeet last week today, so you're even more my brother now than you were before. Thank you so much, really appreciate. I said to Darren, I said I was going to speed this up. Anyway, I said to Darren years ago, I really want you to officiate my wedding, so can you become a celebrant? And he never did become a celebrant, but then I found a way that he could still officiate my wedding without being a celebrant. So thank you so much for all the hard work that you've put in. Thank you, Abby, for interpreting everything for the Australians. I feel like there was so much going on this morning. I had no idea. So we really appreciate you explaining that to everyone and being involved. Thank you so much. You want me to? Oh yeah, sit down.
I didn't write these notes, by the way, so I'm just going with what Sarina is asking me to do. So.
As you should.
I'm going to talk about a brother that I've always had. It's Sunday. For everything that he's spoken, thank you for that. He's someone who's because of him. I've always thought I've had a finite amount of emotions, and looking at him, being with him, it helps me ground it, bring it out. He helps me love people more. All the good things that people have talked about me, told about me, if it wasn't for him, that wouldn't be the case. So thank you very fucking much. If it wasn't for you, I'm not the person who I am. So thank you for being in my life. And thank you for putting up with all the crap that I had to do for the last 30 odd years. So thank you.
Also, thank you for accepting me and teaching me Indian ways and helping us get this wedding started. When we first came here, Sandeep was up by the pool with his notebook and his pen, taking notes, drawing diagrams about how the Western ceremony would look. So we wouldn't be here without him either. I'd just like to do a quick shout out to Alex, Callan and Cedar for being our Australian bus organisers, and for Prashant and Kiran for also organising the buses from the Indian side and bringing all our Aussies from Bangalore to Cork. Huge shout out. You're like, oh yeah, I love you. And thank you so much for just jumping up yesterday and doing the emceeing at the very last minute. You're amazing. And yeah, so grateful that you're here and for everything you've done and for feeding me at Mehendi as well. And Alex and Max as well for organising the Aussie Sangeet group, because I couldn't do that by myself.
Not the best for
No, I've done that one already. And Max and Julian for organising all the... I don't know what's going on up there. Max and Julian for organising all the amazing cocktails that we're drinking tonight. Thank you so much for all your wonderful bar experience.
I just want to say our group rocked last night. Just want to put it out there. Thank you very much. Just want to thank Simon. You're fucking amazing. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have had the performance last night. It was amazing. And you know what? The group that we had, you guys are fucking awesome. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for being you, and thanks for the performance. It was incredible. So thank you.
Yeah. So see if I haven't missed anyone. So I just wanted to say a huge thank you. I don't know how many of them are here, but to all the incredible staff who helped bring this together. I think at one stage we counted that there were well and truly over 50, maybe 75 staff that actually have made this event happen.
It's actually 146 guests, and we needed just under 100 people to have this event happen. Just under 100 staff, sorry. So a big shout out to everyone who's made this possible. Without them, this wouldn't have been possible. And I'm sure that you guys have had a fantastic time.
So just quickly, that's Joshua and his team of event coordinators, Nitesh and his incredible team of event stylists, bringing our ideas from what we had on Pinterest boards to paper and then to this. Like, how incredible every event has been styled beautifully by them. Dax and Meghna, I don't know where she is, I haven't even met her yet. And Dax, thank you so much for all you're about to do tonight and all you did last night. Shri, she's not here, she's gone, but she has been my incredible makeup artist, and she has literally kept me sane over the last few days, and made me look incredible. So,
Wow!
So huge thank you to her. The photography team, how amazing are they? Oh my God, you guys are incredible. We knew as soon as we saw your Instagram, we were like, this is it. We need them at our wedding, and we can't wait to see all the photos. This is just a taste of how good they are.
I'm not sure where Mithun is tonight. He's the head of the photography team. Whether he's here...
He's in the drone, he's up there.
All right. Just one big shout out to him, because we made this choice back in October. We've seen his work, and man oh man, we're looking at some of the photos and we went, wow, this is fantastic. So raise your glass. He's made this even more powerful. In about 45 months, you'll be able to see the end product, which is going to look fantastic. So thank you, Mithun, and you're a fantastic team.
And of course, all those photos will be all over my Instagram page. We will also send you the link to the photos. And also people that are not here are all the tailors, and particularly to Amma. I would not have these outfits today if it were not for her. The whole outfit, the shopping, the 12 hours of shopping, 5 days in a row in Bangalore, the picking out everything, the taking me to the tailors to get everything fitted perfectly, the jewellery, everything has just been amazing. So thank you so much to you. Thank you for finding us the best tailors. They're magicians. I don't know how they do what they do, but thank you so much. Oh, and the Mehendi artist, that's another one to thank.
And really want to thank all our friends and family who's travelled from all over the world. So just to name a few countries, we've got Australia, US, Netherlands, and my lovely sister who lives there. She's come down for this. From parts of India, from south to north. Thank you so much. You are our dearest. We love you all, and thanks for making this journey an absolute something that we're going to cherish for the rest of our lives. And yeah, thank you.
We know it wasn't easy for some of you to get here, so extra special thanks, and just thanks for really making the effort. It means, I'm going to cry, it means more than we can ever express. So thank you so much for coming and making it amazing. One I haven't got on my list is a special shout out to Sean. Sean, thank you for saving the day today, what you did with Dad, and Jackie as well, actually. You were both absolutely amazing, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. We're almost there. Actually, this is a special thank you from me. I just wanted to say, I was actually going to write this in my wedding vows, but with all the things that were going on, we actually didn't get around to writing them. Mine's still in a mind map in the room, so I'll show Dee later on. Typical Sarina. But something I did want to say is that on our very first date, Deepak spent most of the time talking, and I can talk a lot, but he talked more than me, so I knew that he was a match for me straight away. But the thing that he spoke most about is these boys that are sitting at this table right here. And he pulled out his phone and he showed me so many incredible photos of Udai's wedding. He spoke about Sandeep's wedding, but he still doesn't have the photos from Sandeep's wedding. So, and I don't know if I communicated this to Udai, but part of what made us want to do the dhotis and the saris today were the photos from his wedding and how incredible they looked. So it was pretty amazing that he spent about an hour talking about how incredible Indian weddings are, how great the photos are, and I thought straight away, wow, this is, a big part of his culture and how amazing. I've never heard of this before. I definitely never could have imagined that I'd be standing here 3 years later. But on that note, I suppose that was kind of to Deepak. But more on that note is these boys right here. You've become the brothers that I always wanted, and you're incredible. I think there's one missing who I still haven't met yet, Harry, so I'm excited to meet him eventually. But you have just been incredible at welcoming me in, teaching me the ways of Indian life and culture, and just looking after our friends and family. Like, I can't even tell you how incredible they were, how incredible they've been over this whole time, and showing them all the highlights of Dee's hometown. So thank you so much for being my brothers.
I think that's pretty much it. Look, I'm just going by the notes, by the way. So there's nothing else. But again,
We missed the bridal parties.
my fault. I scrolled too fast.
Thank you so much to our beautiful bridal parties and the extended bridal parties, I would say, that have helped me stay sane over the last few days and just helped, actually the last few months, and helped me bring everything together and been sounding boards for everything I needed and rushed around getting me food and ridiculous requests of watermelon that are still sitting in our fridge. Really, we appreciate you so, so much, and yeah, I just don't think words will ever be enough. And thank you so much for all of the beautiful speeches tonight as well. They're just moments that we'll treasure forever.
We love you all, and thank you for being you. And thank you for teaching us how to be better. That we're all going to remember. If you've forgotten anyone, but have a fun night and drink up.
It's first dance time, but I should let Darren introduce that because I'm not the MC. Could be a good MC though.
So there's it's a new tradition. So for the Australians, you might see this at the end of a wedding, but what we're going to do is get everyone on their feet and create an arch.
Oh, we're doing it now.
We're doing it now ahead of the first dance. So everyone on their feet and form a...
Are you going to do the walk through the arch to the thing? I have no idea, Darren. Where's the Darren, Richard, remind everyone we have
So just arching along here and just form along the line around to the stage.
One, two. Alex, you know,
Start arching. The arch runs around. Yeah. So now I'd like, while everyone's standing, please surround the stage at the front and around the side, at the back. Please join us. And we're about to witness the bride and groom who've not yet practiced their first dance. This song, so for our Indian family, this is a dance that's performed at the wedding traditionally to signify the brides together. And this is a special song that Sarina and Dee have chosen that they listen to in lockdown. So take it away.
I know my darling, I've been back so long. Maybe I'll be home.
Don't go far.
Just a song. It's not the land I live in, not the trees that grow and sway. It's a memories of laughter and the friends that share this change. Let them be forever.
Don't go far.
A life I spent together. There could be forever you and me. My memories remain here. They'll just stay in dreams. People grow and life change. Remains the same. It's not the light not the trees that grow and sway. It's the memories of laughter and the friends that share this day. Let it
Thank you, everyone. And for the cake to arrive and we'll
Oh, the cake!
cake cutting ceremony.
Oh, the bouquet!
Before that, let's get all the singles on the floor because we're going to be doing a thing called a bouquet throwing.
केक कटिंग है ना
Okay, everyone, the next ritual that we're doing for our Western wedding is the cake cutting, the bride and groom. So the cake is the dessert. I don't even know what the tradition entails, but it's them taking their first slice of cake together. What?
Sudesh, come this way.
Ask the gods.
Sudesh.
That's a good response. I take that.
Andad.
So, Sarina and Deepak, please take it away.
Like a fool, I went stay too long. I'm wondering if your love's still strong. Ooh, baby. I'm still living on Then that time I went and said goodbye. Now I'm back and not ashamed to cry. Ooh, baby. I'm still living on Here I am.
That concludes the formal proceedings tonight. Please have some dinner and we'll have some dance music up ready to go. Thank you for your entertainment and hospitality tonight.
Huh?